Hey, what's going on, people? Hey, you blind buddy. I'm on the road a lot this morning, so I'm gonna make this, and it's gonna be in part two, of the blind series, blind of all kinds. And so this one here comes in acknowledgement, something the things people not aware of that they participate in that you would think it makes you think that you're a person that would be associated with things of God, and it's the acknowledgement of that we seek when we want to surround ourselves with people or be surrounded with people by people, and that acknowledgement is important to a lot of us, being acknowledged by other people. In this world, I've come through it and I've learned a lot, and I've had to experience a lot, and I've been around a lot of different kind of people. And there's a certain group of people, a certain kind of people that will use that acknowledgement to their advantage. And they will get people in a certain mannerism that will cause what a lot of people don't know or even heard, may not have never even heard the terminology, alienation. When you alienate a person, it's like, don't talk to him. It's geared up and geared toward shutting a person down or making them feel bad, like cancel culture. It's alienation. That's a form of alienation. You want to alienate a person away from everybody, ostracize them, and make them feel bad about something that they said, in reference to another person or something. It makes no sense what I'm getting at. When you alienate someone, it's like you're saying that you're better, or we're not going to associate ourselves with these behaviors, and not realize that you're exhibiting said behavior. When it comes down to where you can alienate a person for simply saying something that you don't like, no matter what it is, it be the truth, and you know it to be the truth, and you don't want people to know that you're that kind of person, so you get you a group, which is why this particular group believes their safety in numbers. I'm gonna tell you something, people, there ain't no such thing as safety in numbers, because it don't take but one hammer to mash all of them. You understand what I'm saying? So, being in a safety net where there's numbers don't guarantee safety. It only guarantees safety in the confines of the mess that's going on in the acknowledgement of alienation. So if you support things like cancel culture and censorship, when you have to realize you're dealing with the devil. The devil does not want truth to ever be availed in a place where lies run around as king. So when you ostracize or support ostracizing a person or alienation, it's acknowledged. It's acknowledged. But the one that you're alienating, you have to make sure that you're looking truly at who you're alienating and what it is that you're alienating. If you're doing it as a support of a group that's larger than the one that's being alienated, it should tell you that there's not. If you believe in safety in numbers, then yeah, you're going to stick with the larger, majority rules. That's what this world has. It's a saying in this world. Majority rule. You know, just because you rule something don't mean it's being ruled in the right manner. So if majority rules and the world is in such a disarray, then and you're supporting the majority, then you're supporting the disarray. You're part of what makes this world what it is. And you're gloating in a manner as if you're doing something good. And you can't even see that you're tearing up the very thing that you're saying that you're fixing. In your plot and plights to alienate the truth that one is telling you about what it is that you're doing. And you're skipping along, throwing destructive mannerisms around it, tearing up the very thing that you're saying that you're calling home and wanting it to appear as a heaven. I don't know what kind of hill you need to stand on, how high it has to be in order for you to see it. Because good God, a mighty monkey is hanging from a stump. It's down that low. You can't even swing from it. And you still can't see it. So the highest mountain ain't gonna do you no good neither. It's right there in your face. So it really wouldn't matter how high you got to go. I guess, if you ain't gonna see it, you just ain't gonna see it. And that's why, people they don't want to hear, a lot of people don't want to hear what I'm saying because, where is this in the Bible? How does this relate to the Bible? I'm talking about your life and your soul being destroyed. If you... It's in the, all of it's in the Bible. If your soul, if the story about your soul being here and being destroyed, if you got to find it in the Bible, then ain't no hope for you know how. You know what I'm saying? So you trying to live your life based off of what somebody telling that you don't want to hear. That's all that is. You just trying to find an excuse to continue to rebel, rather than hear what's being told to you that'll keep you from rebelling. It's the behaviors you're following. I'm saying it plain and clear. It's the behaviors that you're following. Look at the world. Come away from the world. It's plain and simple. Stop associating with the world. That's not rocket science. The world wants you to associate with it. That's why you are quick to see me as a cancellation, because you're going with the crowd rather than hear me telling you. The spirit in me is telling you, come away from the world. If you don't, you're going to regret it. You are going to regret it. This is not a plight to get likes. This is not a plight to try to take over the world. I don't want this raggedy thing. What do you think I'm telling you? There's a place, but it's a better place. And you ain't gonna know how to get there unless you listen to somebody that know how to get there. You know how to get there. I'm telling you. I ain't got no other reason to lie. I'm going. Guess what? If you don't be there, then guess what? You'll never know it was there anyway. So it ain't my fault you wasn't here. I know in my soul, in my spirit, deep inside the place where everybody has been looking for, I got that same place, Yeah. And if you think God is going to do it the way you want it done, you sorely mistaken, because it's already been done. All the behaviors, you think you're going to have a council culture in God's house? Let me see you try it. Well, who do you think will allow you to counsel something in their house? That goes on down here because you got a choice to do something. But when you ain't got no choice, I bet, let me see where your counsel button fit. You gonna get counsel. Mm-hmm. You'll find out you don't have a TV program in God's house. Now that's where you gonna be looking stupid, because you'll never be showed again. Run around down here trying to counsel somebody keep somebody from telling you that, hey, God wants you to come live with him. But down here, you down here screaming for him. But then you want to counsel the one I told you, that's trying to tell you. He said, come over this way.
Oh, we need to cancel him out. He don't know what he's talking about.
Okay, well, what you calling asking for? God is simple. God is not complicated. He said, knock and the door shall be open. That's simple. That ain't nothing complicated about it. But if you knock and he come in and sup with you, don't take it in vain. Taking it in vain means you just called him for nothing. People don't even understand taking the Lord's name in vain. Is, they thinking it's saying GD or whatever, you know what I mean? Taking the Lord's name in vain is like it's calling upon the Lord and you calling on him for nothing. You don't want him for nothing. That's in vain. You want to use him as a accessory. You want to accessorize with him. That's using him in vain. You want to use him to make you look pretty. That's using him in vain. You want to use him when it's befitting to you. That's using him in vain. That's taking the Lord's name in vain for those that really don't know. Now, there'll be some idiots out there and say, well, you don't know what he's talking about. Prove it wrong. Don't cancel it. Prove it wrong. If you know what vanity is, first you have to know what vanity is. And being vain is. See, everybody go by what they done heard somebody else say, rather than know the truth for yourself. But then, so when somebody actually know the truth, try to tell you, if it don't fit what the majority said, then you look at it as being strange and you cancel it out just like they do. Not realizing you just jumped on a boat that's got a hole in it, and you're gonna ride out in the middle of the ocean with a bunch of idiots. And somebody coming along and tell you, hey man, that boat got a hole in it. Well, he don't know what he's talking about. You don't know what he's talking about. Come on, let's go enjoy ourselves. And you out there now, you just got chummed up with some hot sauce on your tail for a shark soup. Well, guess what? I ain't finna come out there and get you. Because I had sense enough not to go out there. Now I'm wrong because I don't want to come out there and be a lifesaver. I was trying to save your life before you got out there where it needs saving. So if you want to go out there where you need your life saved, then guess what? You knew so much when you went out there, you ought to be able to save it yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that's it at. All I'm here to do is to tell it. I'm doing exactly what every man of God has ever done. And I'm in this place because I chose to be in this place. What I'm doing now is simply being led by the Spirit because of my choice. Being led by the Spirit, and people take that for granted. People disregard that as if it's, it's nothing of grand juncture because I don't have a degree in the highest colleges and whoop-de-doo, I don't have a 15-story church where I'm offering services that are vaguely distributed amongst the people. I don't have a need to do that. All I need to do is tell you the truth. It's up to you to believe it or not. I don't need a gold pass or grease lightning shoes to slide through in an Armani suit and look like Pimp G with a pling to tell you God said, get out over here. Why in the world would I want to ride over there and play what God done told me to tell you to come away from? Just to tell you God said come away from it. I can stand at the edge and holler just fine. If you don't hear me, I ain't coming over in there. I'm not coming over in there. And if those that don't understand this, you don't understand riddles, it's because you didn't pay attention in school. You didn't pay attention in school to be able to understand simple comprehension when it's somebody tell you to don't do something. You want to rebel. Guess what? You old enough now, you can rebel and you'll be kicked to hell. You want to be grown, you'll be on your own. You want to be smart, you'll be in the dark. Now let's see how smart you are to come out of any of it. Huh? Use all your intellect to come away from God, to come away from a place God done told you to come away from. If you don't use the instructions and obey, then God gonna let you see how smart you will by how you gonna be able to get out the dark on your own. And I'm telling you this as blunt as I can possibly tell you. I'm speaking from a place where Daddy ought to be speaking from. You understand what I'm saying? I don't play games. I've never played games. I've played around more than I've played games. And I don't play around no more, so the only thing left for me to do is continue to not play games and just go along with my life as I've always done. Serious as a heart attack. Yeah. Forget all the playing around I done. What about these games I don't play? Let's see what, let's address, can we address them? And I found out these games I don't play, hey, that's the reason I don't play them.
Right.
You understand what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Thank God for that part, being stronger than me playing around. There's too many people around here now. This world full of people that still like to play around. Yeah. And they stuck in their own game. You know, been playing around so long, you done made it a game that you don't come away from and stop playing them games. You're gonna be stuck in eternity with nowhere to play around. You understand what I'm saying? Now, with that, hey, be peace.